Hey everybody, hello Brian.
Hello, hey Justin.
Hey, I've got 6 tips for teachers that I want to talk about today.
6.
6 tips, but I'm gonna do 6 tips for beginning teachers and then 6 tips for veteran teachers.
All right,
Okay.
I like it.
So starting number 1, if you're a new teacher, here's my step number 1: create a budget and stick to it.
Don't like that one.
Sorry.
I'm just messing
You
with
have to.
Yeah, yeah. Be intentional with those money choices.
Yes. Be intentional with the money choices. Set a budget and stick to it. It's not the most fun. I get it. We call it spending plans. But you need to give your money a purpose. So set a budget.
Love it.
Number 2, build an emergency fund.
Absolutely.
Right? You're a new teacher. You're finally in the field. You're doing your thing. You don't know what's going to happen. Right? So build that emergency fund. What do you recommend, or how much do you recommend people build?
You hear all the time 3 to 6 months of monthly expenses.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's subjective. I think if you feel confident about it, do whatever works for you. It might be 3 months, it might be 6 months. Yeah, I think kind of look at what you feel comfortable with.
Okay. There's other people out there that say $1,000, right? So I agree. Build that emergency fund, and I like having a little bit more than $1,000, 3 to 6, maybe even a full year.
I think you bring it up a good point. Start, like, if you're starting fresh, start with $500 or $1,000.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, for that one thing that might cost $500.
Yep.
And then try to build it up over time to get to a more months, so to speak, of safety.
Yeah, I think, if you're a brand new teacher, you're just coming into the field, you got to start somewhere, right? And life happens. You might need new tires. You might get sick, whatever. So that emergency fund will kick in pretty nice.
Can I add a couple?
Yeah.
It'll make you sleep better at night too.
Sleep
a little
well
peace
at
of
night
mind.
account.
And if you look at statistics, a lot of people do not have money for $1,000 emergency or $500.
Right. $500.
Right. So those people might not be sleeping good at night. Yeah. This is sleep good at night money too, is the way you look at it. You don't want to have to worry about getting new tires or a windshield replaced, something that costs $300, $500, whatever it might be.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next up, we have start saving for retirement, or start saving for retirement early. So my thought on that was time.
Yeah.
Right. If I start when I'm fresh out of college, beginning teachers, start now.
I love it. Get out a simple savings calculator and just run some numbers, play around with it. We've done this in a previous video.
Yep.
You can see if you start at 23 versus 33 or 43, how big of an impact that has. Yeah. So even if you're 23 and you don't have a lot of money, start with $25 a month, $50 a month. And then as things get better, kick it up. Yeah. But yeah, start saving early. Great advice.
One little caveat on that. We just did a video on it.
Yeah.
I have my para. Is that enough?
No, para is not enough. Don't count on it. It hopefully is there for you and you teach 30 years, but you want to have multiple streams of income in retirement, ideally.
Nice. Okay. Next up, manage your debt wisely.
Yes.
Right? You've got student loans. You might have student loans. Manage those wisely. I would recommend just get them paid off as quick as you can. You might have to sacrifice a little bit more for a couple of years to get them down.
I like it. Yeah, be aggressive. Maybe set up a little bit of a savings, like for emergencies, but be aggressive. Make double payments. Make that something that you want to get rid of quickly.
Yeah.
Keep your lifestyle low for a while until you get rid of all debt, in our opinion. We agree on that, right?
Right.
I hope. Yeah.
So don't buy that new car just because you graduated college. Oh. Don't buy the new car. Go get your debts taken care of first.
Many of people make that mistake. I'm glad you brought that up. An $800 payment you might be able to afford with that first teacher's wage, but now you're like paycheck to paycheck and you have this sweet car that you're only 23 or 25. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Please.
Yeah. Next up is understand your benefits. Right? So as teachers, we have para, so that's a benefit. We also have some health insurance benefits that kick in. So understanding your benefits.
I love that one. You're so worried, understandable, you're so worried about getting in the classroom, getting your curriculum started, kind of planning out your first days. Spend part of that summer, if you got hired over the summer, really diving into what para offers, what they provide for you. See what you can use to benefit you now in your future. Because once you get during the school year, you'll probably forget about all that. So
True.
make that a priority. I love that one.
Yeah, for sure. And then the last number 6 tip for new beginning teachers is don't stop learning. Keep educating yourself on finances, right? Because there's a lot that goes into it.
I love it. Yeah. Have a system, maybe, if that's what you want to do. Maybe once a month you read an article. Once a week you read an article.
Yeah.
Once a summer you read a financial book. Just keep learning. Keep adding to your arsenal of knowledge so you can make good financial decisions.
Of course. I absolutely like what you're saying there. And I think you can even go even more simple and just find one podcast, right? Listen to one podcast and an episode a week or whatever, a day or whatever, because episodes usually come out once a week.
Yeah.
So listen to that podcast, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And easy.
I'll say, when I started off teaching, because I've always liked personal finance, I've always found it interesting, and so have you. And not everyone does. We understand that. But I would get Kiplinger magazine and Money magazine once a month mailed to me. And this is the mid-90s. And once a month, I would learn about personal finance through those 2 magazines.
Nice.
And sometimes it would be 20 minutes of articles from the magazine because there wasn't much stuff. Some months it would be an hour of really good stuff. And that's where I would learn about books to possibly read, and I'd go check them out, learn about different philosophies about how much to save in the stock market.
True.
Back then, 10% was preached. Save 10% of every paycheck.
Yep.
So if you start doing it routinely, you'll start picking up things and you'll become smarter and wiser with your money.
True. And obviously you're subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So maybe there's somebody else that you can go subscribe to as well.
And we're going to try to introduce you to other people. We just recently did a video. We've been doing some videos to show you there's other places that are providing great information.
True. There it is. 6 tips for everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Cheers.